what's up, Trey TD23 back now with another video. Going to be talking about games that happened today. Going to be explaining what I think about the games, what I thought could have went better for some of these teams, blah, blah, blah. But the first game I'm talking about is the Indiana Pacers versus Chicago Bulls. Obviously, if you guys didn't know, I am a Chicago Bulls fan. And this game, I wouldn't say it was disappointing, but it's definitely an eye-opener because we struggled heavily. This is a second game of a back-to-back. We were just on a West Coast trip, so and the Pacers didn't even need to fly like at all because they're in Indiana. They just gotta take a bus or wherever they were. Probably wasn't even that far, or they went back to Indiana and then just came to Chicago because it's literally not that far. So it was just a struggle game for the Chicago Bulls. We did not look like we had any aggression. Obviously, Alex Caruso did not play, so that could be part of the reason. But it was just a big struggle, just to begin with. We weren't hitting shots. We were not playing good defense. We were letting them kill us on the boards. Domantas Sabonis, Miles Turner they were so good tonight. So I'm not even really mad about the game. Shout out to the Pacers for taking the dub against the Chicago Bulls. That's probably one of their biggest wins besides maybe the Knicks. But the Knicks aren't as, right now, record-wise, the Knicks are worse than the Bulls. So shout out to the Pacers for getting this dub, and I think this is their biggest win of the season. I don't know if they've beaten a team better. So that was the first game I wanted to talk about. And since this game is fresh on my mind, it pretty much ended. There's 20 seconds left. They're down 10. They're not coming back. Unless the game's already finished. No, it's still 20 seconds left. I'm not even worried about it. The Sacramento Kings versus the Philadelphia 76ers. One thing I got to say, I love watching Tyrese Maxey play. I love watching Andre Drummond play with the Philadelphia 76ers. And when Joel Embiid comes back, that's going to be so good for that team because Drummond can easily get you 10 and 20 every single night. He has 23 rebounds, 7 offensive boards, 9 points. He has 3 blocks. Matisse Thybulle hit a 3. Matisse Thybulle was playing great defense. Georges Niang was struggling. Furkan Korkmaz was struggling. Shake Milton was good. Tyrese Maxey, he shot a lot, but he had big buckets and big plays down the stretch. Same with Shake Milton. Shake Milton hit a big shot, and he got fouled, and he went to the free throw line, knocked them both down. So this Philadelphia 76ers team, without Embiid, Simmons, and Tobias Harris, and Seth Curry didn't even play, this team is so deep and so good. They didn't even need their 4 best players, I'd say. Maybe even, top 3, and then Seth Curry. I don't know if Seth Curry is their 4th best player, but there's nights where he plays like he's their best player. But it was such a good game. Sacramento Kings struggled in the 4th quarter. They only scored 10 points, I think, in the 4th quarter. De'Aaron Fox really struggled in that 4th quarter. Same with Harrison Barnes. Tyrese Maxey he didn't score. I didn't even notice he didn't score. I thought he got a bucket, but yeah, he didn't score. He had 9 assists, so he was doing good there. But yeah, it was just a struggle game for the Sacramento Kings. The first 3 quarters, it was such a good game. It was a close game, blah blah blah. And then that 4th quarter really messed them up. Marvin Bagley even got 12 minutes. So that just shows that it was just a struggle for them, man. It wasn't their best game. So yeah, that game was fresh on my mind. I wanted to talk about it. The Sacramento Kings, they played a lot better than the Sacramento Kings from before because they were so much faster when getting the ball in transition. They struggled with their shot, but it comes with it. Harrison Barnes did not have a good game. De'Aaron Fox, he had a pretty good game. Could have got more assists. But he shot, besides from the 3, he shot pretty well. He shot about 47% from the field. He only shot 25% from 3, which is and then shot 80% from the free throw line. I'm just reading the box score because I want to talk about I'm talking about what I saw and then also the stats. Buddy Hield had a good game. He was hitting some shots. But yeah, I mean, the Sacramento Kings wasn't all that good of a game, the Kings and the 76ers. But I loved watching Tyrese Maxey. Tyrese Maxey's so good. Next game I want to talk about is the Brooklyn Nets and the Cleveland Cavaliers. Kevin Durant, obviously, did Kevin Durant drop 27. James Harden struggled. He only had 14 points, but he had 14 assists. LaMarcus Aldridge had a 20-point game, which for LaMarcus Aldridge this year is average because that's what LaMarcus Aldridge has been doing. He's been dropping 20. Patty Mills had a good game. He had the best plus minus on the team. He had a 20 plus minus. It's pretty good. I like that Patty Mills pickup was so good. He's not going to give you the 27 points per game, the 50, 40, 90 club that Kyrie is doing, but he's going to give you he can give you 17 points every other night off the bench. Once Kyrie comes back, this team's going to be much deeper because Patty Mills. And then Cam Thomas was getting buckets. So Javon Carter was playing defense. I saw that. He was just playing defense, hustle points, blah, blah, blah. Blake Griffin didn't play his best, but that's just it. Blake Griffin's not going to do a lot as of today. I really wish he was better, but it's all good. Darius Garland had a good game, 24 and 11. Jared Allen in that first like few minutes, he got some shots out. He touched the ball most of the time. He had 20 points, 15 rebounds. It was a good game from the entire Cavaliers team. Larry Markkinen had 22 points. Isaac Okoro had 15. He had 3 threes. Kevin Love had a good game. He had 12 boards. Ricky Rubio, of course, had a good game. So I mean, it was a really fun game to watch when I watched it. I didn't watch the entire game, but the parts that I watched, it was actually a pretty good game. Another game that I pretty much watched to its entirety is the Charlotte Hornets and the Washington Wizards. It was a pretty good game. Down the stretch, they really just could not guard Terry Rozier. Terry Rozier gave them buckets towards the end of the game. I don't even know how Bradley Beal did or his stats. I will say that Bradley Beal, from when I watched, Bradley Beal, Spencer Dinwiddie both really struggled. Now that I look at it, yeah, they struggled heavily. Bradley Beal went 5 of 18, had 18 points. Spencer Dinwiddie had 2 of 11. Bradley Beal had 9 assists. Kyle Kuzma had 13 boards. Kyle Kuzma had 11. He had a double-double. That's what Kyle Kuzma's been doing. Kyle Kuzma was hitting some shots. KCP was playing good defense and getting out in transition. Daniel Gafford was just being energy guy. Same with Montrezl Harrell. Raul Neto was playing defense. Stats don't say it, but I know Raul Neto is going to get after you. Denny I can't say his name. Denny hit a couple shots, but wasn't even all that. For the Charlotte Hornets, LaMelo had a good game. I know that for sure. He was balling. Same with Terry Rozier. Terry Rozier had 30. LaMelo had 28. Gordon Hayward had 16. Miles Bridges kind of fell. He only had 6 points, went 3 of 13. He kind of struggled to get his shot going. He got his shot, but he struggled. So, all in all, it was just a good game. Good win for the Charlotte Hornets, beating a top 3 or 4 seed in the East right now, and the Washington Wizards. Washington Wizards have been playing amazing, and they came out and they took a dub. Atlanta Hawks OKC game, didn't watch. Houston Boston, didn't watch. Milwaukee Orlando, didn't watch. Minnesota New Orleans Pelicans, didn't watch. I would have liked to watch the Celtics and the Rockets game. I would have liked to watch the Pelicans and the Minnesota Timberwolves game. I had other games on, so I couldn't really watch them. But I might probably not tomorrow, but probably Wednesday. I'll go back and I'll watch the games or whatever. Whenever I have free time, I'll try to go back and watch the games. The Milwaukee Bucks game, I'm not even gonna bother. They lost by 30. So the Bulls had the worst loss of the night. That's tough. That is very tough. And I didn't watch Phoenix and San Antonio Spurs. That's another team I didn't watch. That's another game I didn't watch. Just the San Antonio Spurs, I'm just not really interested in watching them as of right now. I know DeJounte Murray's killing it. I know Cullen Johnson's been all right. He's been pretty good. But other than that, no one really on the Spurs is exciting me to watch. This Memphis Grizzlies game was really good. Memphis Grizzlies versus the Utah Jazz. I absolutely love watching Ja Morant play. He went down to 30. He shot 30%. I'm fine with that. He shot 3 of 10 from 3. I'm fine with that. But Ja Morant's so fun to watch, bro. Ja Morant is so fun to watch. When he grabs that ball, he goes. When he drops to the lane, he tries kicking it out to someone, and if not, he can hit some circus shots. He tried dunking on Hassan Whiteside, which was amazing. Him hitting that one free throw and then that basket interference And then him driving after they won the jump ball because it was a basket interference and they went to jump ball. Him driving, kicking it to Jaren Jackson Jr. wide open. Shout out to Jaren Jackson Jr. He had a really good game. 4 of 11 from 3, 9 of 19 from the field. Had 8 rebounds, had 2 blocks, 2 steals, had 26 points. Jaren Jackson Jr., that shot hopefully can boost his confidence. Desmond Bane had a really good game too. He dropped 28. But, I mean, just a solid game from this team. It's a good win, too, because the Utah Jazz are one of the better teams in the league, I'm pretty sure, still. Their record might not say it, but they're still a really good team. This team is so deep. They got Joe Ingles, Jordan Clarkson, Rudy Gay, and Hassan Whiteside off the bench. That should tell you how deep this team is. And then they got Mike Conley, Donovan Mitchell, Rudy Gobert, Royce O'Neal, Bojan Bogdanovic in the starting lineup. Oh, man. Mike Conley had a good game, 19 points, 8 assists. Donovan Mitchell had 18 points, 8 assists. Rudy Gobert had a really good game at 23 points, 13 rebounds. Bojan Bogdanovic hit clutch shots. Kind of wish that they went to Bojan with that last shot, but I understand giving your best player the ball, no matter if they're struggling or not. He struggled, 5 of 20. He did not have a really good game. But I can see why they went to him because it's you want your best player to have the ball in those situations. But all in all, Royce O'Neal was playing good defense. He had a couple shots. Bojan Bogdanovic obviously hit shots. Rudy Gobert was hitting his shots. Not his shots. You know what I mean. He was getting buckets in the paint, 9 of 10, 90%. Shot really good from the free throw line too. Mike Conley had a couple clutch plays and everything. Whiteside had some decent minutes off the bench. Jordan Clarkson had some decent minutes off the bench. But yeah, all in all, this was a pretty good game. This was a pretty good day for basketball. I wanted to talk about the games from yesterday. I'm going to actually talk about the games from yesterday as well. I didn't watch all of them, but I'll talk about the games that I did watch. I watched the Clippers and the Dallas Mavericks. No Luka. That's all I really got to say. Paul George dunked on Dwight Powell. It was nasty. Reggie Jackson had a really good game, especially with that crazy left-handed layup. No, it wasn't lefty. Was it? I don't remember. It was a crazy shot to put them up, to help them win. I want to talk about the Chicago Bulls, New York Knicks. Good game. Bulls started off they started off firing, then they kind of slowed down mid-second, late second, start of the third. Then that fourth quarter, they really just took off. DeMar DeRozan and Zach LaVine again. Just a really good game, and then obviously today struggled. The Phoenix Suns dominated the Denver Nuggets, and then I watched part of the Warriors and Toronto Raptors game. I know Steph Curry didn't do a lot. He made winning plays. That's what Steph Curry did this game. I want to see his stats because I don't remember him doing a lot that game. Steph Curry, 11 points. Jordan Poole was the one that went off. Yeah, Steph Curry didn't do much. He hit a 3, so that keeps his streak alive. But yeah, Steph Curry, I wouldn't say he struggled, but I wouldn't say that he just let them have whatever they wanted. Steph Curry just wasn't doing a lot, if I'm going to be honest. Obviously, Steph Curry made winning plays. He drew the defense. It got Jordan Poole open. If I'm not mistaken, Andrew Wiggins had a good game, too. Yeah, Andrew Wiggins had 32 points as well. It was Andrew Wiggins, Otto Porter had a couple shots, and Jordan Poole was the one that hit some shots. No really bright spots from the Raptors, to be honest. Pascal Siakam at 21. Really the only bright spot, but he struggled shooting. Well, not really struggled. Fred VanVleet had 17, but he struggled shooting. So, the big game from yesterday that I didn't get a chance to talk about is the Detroit Pistons and the Los Angeles Lakers. This is my opinion on it. I can see LeBron not doing it on purpose. I can see him not meaning to hit him in the face. But he did want to because they were getting tangled up at the free throw line. LeBron James just wanted him off of him, so he was kind of being more aggressive, and that leading to him getting hit in the face. And then LeBron getting ejected with a flagrant 2. Isaiah Stewart getting ejected. Ejected because technical foul. Or whatever it was. He probably got double-teamed because he tried fighting LeBron. But my take is, they both got suspended. LeBron got 1-game suspension. Isaiah Stewart got a 2-game suspension because of what he did, and then he got $950,000 fine. $950,000 fine. It was just the face he made it look more like he did it on purpose. I don't think he meant to hurt him like that, but I think he did mean to share a message saying, "Hey, I'm still one of the best players in the league. I don't mess like." I don't even know how to say it. I really don't know how to say it. Oh man, it was just a bad look, especially for Isaiah Stewart, the way he went after LeBron. I'm not gonna lie, I would have went after LeBron like that if I was Isaiah Stewart. I'm not saying me now, I would not go after LeBron like that, but like if I was Isaiah Stewart, I would have went after LeBron like that too. But you had your chance to do something and you didn't do it. That's what kind of ruins it, because you were right there. LeBron was apologizing, and you had the chance, and as soon as everyone came to grab you to get away for you to get away from him, that's when you started getting all aggressive. And then when they were taking you to the locker room, you got free and was knocking everyone over. Like, that's someone I wouldn't want to mess with in the NBA, especially because he used to box in high school, and people are gonna say, "Oh, it's high school, blah blah blah." He used to box in high school. He used to box in high school. Boxing is not a game. It's not a game to play with. Boxing is very like a very dangerous sport. So I'm not even gonna say anything. But obviously, LeBron's a big dude. Isaiah Stewart's a big dude, but Isaiah Stewart was a boxer in high school, so I'm not gonna say nothing about it. But I think that really fueled the fire of the Los Angeles Lakers. Westbrook was ready to square up. Where is Carmelo? What did Carmelo do last night? 18 points, obviously. Okay, yeah. Carmelo Anthony, 18 points. Carmelo Anthony was good. Carmelo Anthony is one of the players I would not want to mess with in the NBA, even if you're a James Johnson or Isaiah Stewart. Carmelo Anthony just seems like a dude that just knows how to throw hands. He just seems like the dude that just knows how to throw hands. But besides all that, Anthony Davis had a good game, 30 points, 10 rebounds, 6 assists, 4 steals, 5 blocks. Had a really good game, actually. I didn't even peep that. Westbrook had a near triple-double, 26 points. He struggled a little bit from the field. But and LeBron James, obviously not LeBron no more, bro. It just, oh, man. It just sucks that LeBron's not, he's literally not LeBron anymore. 10 points in 21 minutes. I know 21 minutes is not a lot, but LeBron James normally would have 15 to 20 points in 21 minutes. It just sucks that he's just not LeBron anymore. Just not LeBron anymore. But yeah, Cade Cunningham, I think he had a triple-double, if I'm not mistaken. He had a triple-double this game. Cade Cunningham, yeah, he had a triple-double, 13 points, 10 assists, 12 rebounds. Had 2 steals, I think it looks like. Yeah, 2 steals. Isaiah Stewart did not have a very efficient and good game, like good stat-wise, but Jeremy Grant was their bright spot that game. Jeremy Grant and Cade Cunningham. If Cade Cunningham can get those points up a little bit, this is going to be, man, if they get Ben Simmons, bro, I don't know what Cade Cunningham's going to do. He's going to have to be the scorer because Ben Simmons ain't going to be the scorer. Hopefully, it'll go well. Jeremy Grant for Ben Simmons. That'll be a pretty good trade for the 76ers, getting Jeremy Grant, who is, I don't know how that lineup would go, though. They'd have to get someone else. Jeremy Grant, like Hamidou Diallo, or they'd have to get like a point guard. Take Killian Hayes and Josh Jackson. Jeremy Grant, Josh Jackson, Killian Hayes. I saw some dude on Twitter say this, and I thought that was a pretty good trade because Killian Hayes is a point guard, still has a lot to prove, and he can prove it on a contending team. And he'll back up Tyrese Maxey. You got Josh Jackson, who has been pretty good as of late. He can score now. And then you got Jeremy Grant, who is a certified bucket and can be an all-star at some point, hopefully. And I think the starting lineup would probably be Tyrese, Seth Curry, Jeremy, or Tobias Harris at 3-4, and then Joel Embiid. That's a pretty good lineup, I'm not going to lie. Jeremy Grant is a defender. So I'm not going to speak about that, but that'd be a pretty good trade. Or the Kyrie Irving, Ben Simmons trade. That just works out for both. They get a playmaker and they get a defender, and then the 76ers get exactly who they need. a ball handler that can score, that can shoot, that's clutch, that can hit clutch shots. So it would go good. Either one of these trades for the 76ers and the Pistons would be good. You're getting a young player in Ben Simmons to run us along Cade Cunningham, Sadiq Bey, Isaiah Stewart. So it'll be a really good trade. Either it's a 76ers trade with the Pistons, or if they trade with the Nets, or even if they trade with the Trailblazers getting CJ McCollum. But I'm done talking about that. That'll be a whole separate video, me going through people's trade ideas, blah blah blah. But yeah, you guys like this video? Please like, comment, subscribe. Peace.